Okay, I want to do a tarot reading with my tarot cards today because it's been a while since I've gotten a chance to kind of really use them. Okay. Nine of Swords, Five of Cups, Four of Swords. Nine of Swords in reverse to the Five of Cups. Those were the first two cards coming out. I don't think anyone is actually in this position right now, like feeling sorry or feeling bad for themselves. The Nine of Swords, Five of Cups, they're both coming out in reverse. I kind of feel like this is an energy that has maybe like been how you identified yourself, or maybe how your counterpart, maybe you both, because look, there is female and masculine here. This could just mean that there's like a duo dynamic here, not that it's a female and masculine relationship, but that there's two separate individuals here. It seems like you were both in this energy. If you really look at it, you guys are like sort of in the same energy, except it looks like whoever was in more of the feminine energy was definitely feeling a lot of backlash from whatever happened here in this relationship. It seemed like the masculine energy did spend a lot more time in isolation, completely alone. There doesn't seem to be much around him, and it seems like he may have abandoned his home life or had left really far from what was comfortable for him or what felt like security, stability. So it seemed like on his journey or on his search to kind of fill these cups, he did end up losing some, and that could have been with the yellow here, an involvement with you. Okay, you could be in one of these cups here. This person's also kind of in like a vulnerable position. It looks like they don't have much clothing here. That would tell me that they could have lost a lot of like materialistic things to them. Maybe when they had to leave this sort of secure stability, they did lose a lot of their materialistic things that like brought them like more creative freedom to like how they express themselves, and it feels like they are in more of like a vulnerable position here. And you, it does seem like you're not far from that. It does feel like you do have either, I don't think this is physical people in your life like pointing at you and laughing at you for what happened here, but I do think that this is like what you think they think of you. It feels like this could be like how your projections of what you think people are feeling about you. So you could be feeling really like I'm getting like sour candy. So like, or like, cause at first I heard like a sour ball of candy, but like I think it's like the sour, like a sour emotion. Like I really feel like in the yellow here, I'm getting something about it feeling like sour, and maybe like the after effect of it, the aftertaste of it. It's like you're kind of dwelling in all of these extra voices and all these extra perspectives. And again, I don't think they're physically coming from someone. Like, I don't think it's your mom or your dad and brother, like, pointing at you going, like, you know, like what that is. But I think that there is, like, a higher perspective here that when you're around these people or you're around certain people, you can feel that energy in the room with you, like wanting to say something or wanting to be. Like maybe there are people walking on eggshells around you. Maybe people don't say certain things because they don't want to evoke or, is that the word? Invoke? Evoke. Invoke. I have to look that one up. They don't want to, like, start some sort of issue or be the reason why they bring something back up here. But I don't know, it just feels like you do have a lot of things in your energy that is external that is kind of making you feel like a form of internal suffering. You do have Four of Cups coming out as the last card here. I like in all the energy, it's like yellow, right? The cups are yellow, then you're wearing yellow, or the feminine energy is in yellow. And then there's a masculine here that's in yellow. The Four of Cups we know is someone who is very particular about what they allow into their energy. You could also be very particular about what you release out of your energy. That could be certain kind of substances or ways that you deal with things that make you feel uncomfortable. Right now you could be really focused on what you have left. This energy feels like it is attached to both of your energy, so I'm going to speak to like kind of like both when I say that, but I think that you're both in an energy now, because I did mention that I feel like this is like a previous energy that you identified with, that you both have kind of moved past this like sorrow. Maybe that's what I was trying to say earlier, not sour, but sorrow. But I think that you both are moving out of this energy and you're just being more selective over what it is that you want. So I want to see like what the current energy is, the current vibe of why, like, really just like why this reading's coming up now, what you need to know. So the current vibe and what you need to know. Okay. So there was some anger in this connection, resentment in the past. I feel like somebody could have made you feel like they were throwing you under the bus or something here. There's a feeling of impatience and irritation here. So someone, or like, I feel like one person could have thrown another one under the bus due to some sort of anger and resentment here, and then another person left the situation feeling more of that, irritated, impatient. Like, I feel like someone here was waiting for someone else to kind of like grow up or to like get out of like a specific energy. But I feel like you were pinpointing your energy, or somebody was pinpointing their energy to try to change a situation entirely instead of just allowing it to kind of like harmonize alongside your life. It was more of a connection that was very like, yeah, tried and error, like trial and error. There was a lot here that felt like this connection was being like molded or sculpted by one person, and there wasn't like enough balance of like harmonization of this connection. I do think it left the both of you feeling like really, really out of like sorts though. Like, I don't think that you, like, this was like a happy breakup. But you have topaz here too, so it could have been like, not initially, like, yeah, initially it wasn't a happy breakup, but it was like something that like you both knew had to be done. That topaz, it's like that sheds light onto something, it pinpoints light into a specific area or energy into a specific area. So maybe, yeah, you didn't necessarily want this to happen at first, but after it did, it was something that the Four of Wands you could see as something to celebrate, something to be joyful for. And maybe there's like an idea that you guys will reconnect again here in the future, that there will be some like fruits to harvest here over time, you know. And it does feel like with this tower being here and that tower being in the back of that other tarot card we got out, for the masculine energy, you could be part of this person's stability, part of what makes this person feel the most stable. But I feel like the two of you are in a very selective energy right now. I feel like one of you guys are like really sort of like just basking and enjoying the fruits of their labor that they've made so far, you know. And then I see another person who is like feeling like they need to level up in their finances. Either you want to make more money, or you want another job, or you want some sort of like extra stability. Maybe you want another home, or you want to get another car, you want another form of income. I just see that there's like something in someone that feels hungry for something bigger when it comes to their riches, you know, their finances. And then there's somebody here who I feel like has been doing a lot of work on themselves, and they're kind of taking a moment to, like, again, bask in the sunlight of their harvest here. It's like harvest season right now, so they're seeing how much they've got. But then the card we have coming out next is the Five of Cups. So I do think that the two of you are taking this time apart because you are very hyper-focused on your own journeys. You could have decided to have a mutual breakup because you needed to focus on your own selves. You needed to focus on your own character, like growing your own self, being your own person, you know, without each other, or in whatever case that would be. It reminds me of a lot of celebrity relationships too, where they do like their breakups and they talk about it on camera, and they're like, yeah, we just want to make sure that people see us, you know, not just as like, you know, a couple or whatever. That could have been the case too with you guys. You could have just wanted to be seen as something more. I do feel like this relationship